lonesome. Until I first met you, I was lonesome. And when you came inside, dear, my heart grew light and this whole world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you deserve expressions that really fit you. And so I've racked my brain hoping to explain all the things that you did to me. Mere Mr. Shane, please let me explain. Mere Mr. Shane means you're grand. Mere Mr. Shane, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. It means you're the fairest. It means you're the fairest. It means you're the fairest in the land. Shane means you're grand. Mere Mr. Shane, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land.
Greetings from the Andrews sisters. I'm Patty.
I'm Maxine.
And I'm Laverne.
Say Bella, Bella, even say wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain. Mere Mr. Shane, so kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. I say that you will understand.
And welcome back.
How's it going?
Welcome
I didn't
back.
mean to speak over you. Sorry, I didn't mean to speak over you, Mr. Herman.
It's okay.
Continue. You have the floor. You have the floor.
Yes. Welcome back to another episode of That 20-Something Show. This is our political debate episode called If I Were President. Yeah, the political debate episode. We dressed up all fancy. I've got my Keep Calm and Call Mom mug, and I am ready to talk about what we would do if we were president.
Yeah, we figured it'd be a good topic given, the recent events.
It's an election. It happens, every 2 years.
Yeah.
Presidentially every 4, and so it's an important topic.
Also, the longest Tuesday in history, I think.
The longest Tuesday ever. Yes. Yeah. For those of you who are blissfully unaware, the election this year has been pretty intense. That's for sure. Recently, within the last couple of days, especially if you're not watching this live, but within the last couple of days, it has officially been projected. But that doesn't actually mean declared. So
right.
we're still on the edge of our seats.
Yeah, it's like the writers for the show are just going crazy and like, what do we do? What do we do?
I don't know.
Twist ending.
Of course. Let's hope there's no twist ending.
Yeah, and then somehow Kanye is elected president.
Yes, exactly. Yee. Anyway, the president we were all hoping for.
My favorite thing that I feel like every election I see this meme come up. It says, I think America just needs to have 4 years without a president, just to find ourselves.
Yeah, we just need to take some time, be single for a while, and find ourselves. I agree. Although, what would that leave our country? What state would that leave our country in? No.
Dude, I assure you, you let go of the reins, things are gonna get crazy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a crazy world out there. But yeah, so one of the things that I did want to mention, just purely because it impressed me, is, I don't want to get too political, even though we are talking about politics, I guess, and if I were president and all that kind of stuff.
We're just goofing off.
I want to keep it family friendly, keep it fun. But I did want to say that this election definitely impressed me because it's a record-breaking election in a lot of ways. Number one, more people went out and voted ever in history for this election. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, to see that our country has this big of a voice. Everybody says, go vote, show the country your voice. Well, we have a big one. And no matter who you voted for, those of you who voted turned out in record numbers this year, which is pretty awesome. And there's my politics talk for the day.
Yeah, having closed that, I just gotta say, Mr. Herman, you look great. Presidency looks good on you.
Thank you very much. I had to tie my hair back,
Ooh.
Gotta keep
the
it
party's
all...
in the back, I see.
Yeah, keep it all clean in the front. It's business. Yeah, we dress up well. We clean up nice. We got the ties and the suits.
Yeah. We finally made it. We're presidents.
We're presidents.
And now I got to tell everybody who said otherwise, ha! Who's laughing now?
Still them, probably.
Still them. Oh yeah, 100% still them.
It's definitely them.
But I tagged along now.
Yeah, right? But now we're laughing too. You both look very presidential. Thank you. But of course, yes. Yes. If only I had my America pin. I swear, I looked through everything I own and I can't find my American flag pin.
Dude, I came to realize that I never buy pins.
So I actually collect lapel pins. I love lapel pins, and I get them.
It's a very specific thing to collect.
Yeah, it is. I collect lapel pins and shot glasses, so you know how my life is. Again, business in the front and party in the back, I guess. but yeah, so I collect lapel pins, and I just buy one, everywhere I go as a tourist. Like, I bought one at the Country Music Hall of Fame. I bought one at Pearl Harbor. I bought one, just everywhere. And I could have sworn that I bought an American flag pin when I went to Washington, D.C., but alas, all I have is the Canadian pin.
I gotta say, that's what my father does, but with shot glasses. Everywhere I go, I have to buy a shot glass and just send one over his way.
I love that. That's so fun. If I were president, lapel pins for all. That's my platform.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can run on that, right? It solves zero problems and causes probably a few, but we're not going to talk about that.
I'm curious, actually. Like, if you were to run, who would be your running mate?
As VP?
Yeah. Who do you think would make like what would be your draw? I guess.
Oh, I don't know. See, so here's the thing. I've never actually thought about it.
No, neither have I. That's why I'm posing the question,
Yeah,
so I can
right.
have time to think.
Let's talk it out. So I would immediately think you because we've been best friends for what 8-9 years now, and so
Oh, yeah, and you
know
you
we-
want to make sure the country just plummets to the ground.
yeah, we've had a good run, but that's true, Matt. If I were president, I would also not be like Hitler, and I think that should be just a common statement all around.
And that makes me feel a lot safer. I will vote for you, Matt. Thank
Yeah,
you.
votes for Matt. Wait a minute, we're the ones up for president here. Oh no.
Hey, I'm a nice candidate.
Listen, I'll throw a vote or two your way. I don't think that's how elections work, but I'll do it. I'll try. But no, so back to what I was talking about with VP. I would think you, but then like I had second thoughts because I'm like we're way too similar. Even though we're not, the same person.
Physically similar.
Yeah, even though we're not physically similar in the slightest, because I'm just too white for that. I think
I stay indoors enough, I guess.
yeah, I think personality-wise we're too similar, and I feel like a good system of checks and balances when it comes to president and vice president.
Yeah.
The strengths and weaknesses need to balance each other out, and I definitely feel like we have similar weaknesses and similar strengths, and so
It just wouldn't work.
it wouldn't work. And so I've never given it any thought, but I'm not really sure. I don't know who really matches my weaknesses with strengths. I don't know of anyone that I can think of off the top of my head.
I think mine would have to be, the typical straight guy who's like rolling my eyes whenever I'm at a press conference.
Right, there you go.
That's the dynamic I need.
I need someone. Well, you know what I would need as a vice president? I would need someone who is very, very, like, intellectual, and also someone who pushes hard for things.
Mhm.
Because when someone pushes hard, I tend to immediately push back with the opposite. So no matter what it is, if you start pushing hard for something, I'll push back. And I think a good vice president pick for me would be someone who challenges me and pushes me forward as much as they possibly could, so that we can make decisions, because otherwise, if it's just somebody like me, we'll just sit around talking back and forth and not do anything.
All right. Having said that, I think I've come to a conclusion. I think my running mate would have to be Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman.
He seems like a good dry fit. Just
Yeah,
trying to like pull me in, like, sir, try to answer the question.
I definitely see that.
We have a press conference in 5 minutes.
Right.
What do you got?
Right, absolutely. I think mine would have to be more of like an intellectual, like
Okay.
not necessarily. Well, because even like I think of Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman's an actor, so I even think that mind is too similar to my own. So I think I'd need somebody who is in like a science field or something like that. Somebody
like
who
Bill
has.
Nye.
Yeah, well, sure. Bill Nye is my new running mate, ladies.
Can
and
you
gentlemen.
imagine, like, he's showing up to the debates? He's still like, got his lab coat, his bow tie.
I would vote for that man. Bill Nye for vice president. Oh my goodness, that would be so fun. Could you imagine the speeches that he would put together?
Oh my God, yeah.
They would be crazy. He would have word art going bouncing at the bottom of all of his speeches. Like, it would be awesome. Oh, I love it.
100%. Of course, my as as you may have seen in the hastily posted Facebook poll, I have an anger translator because I think I would always need an anger translator. I'm a very passive aggressive person, so that may be lost in reception. So I need somebody to say what this guy is saying, and let's stop screwing around. Let's get this done.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. And
Exactly.
exactly. And WYGTYA. Wigitia. I don't know what that means. But how about my dad? My dad would be a great vice presidential candidate. Again, the problem, I think, is we think too much alike. And so I feel like I want somebody who would play devil's advocate to my ideas a little bit. I think I would want somebody who doesn't share. I mean, well, I grew up in this house, so I mean, I share a lot of the same ideology as my family, and I feel like I wouldn't get as much pushback as I would need as the person in charge of the country. I think that's definitely something that is overlooked as a president, I guess. The president isn't necessarily just someone who everyone should agree with. The president is definitely someone who needs a little bit of collaboration. I mean, it takes more than just one person to run this country. So
Right, more than just one mind. I'm
sorry, I just read Matt's comment.
I know.
whoever wins the next season of Survivor as the VP, they can survive anything. That's true. Or Michael Scott. I think Michael Scott would be the best all time. Wherever you go, there you are. Oh, that's what WYGTYA is. Wherever you go, there you are.
How whimsical. I love it.
It makes sense. Wherever you go, there you are. I don't know who you are, but wherever you go,
there.
Wherever you go, there you are. You would be a great running mate because you're to the point, and I like that. Wherever you go, there you are. Thank you. I'm gonna laugh if wherever you go, there you are is my dad.
That's funny.
It could very well be. I do know he's watching this stream currently, so who knows. But yeah, I think Michael Scott would be hilarious as a running mate.
I'm just trying to imagine those press conferences. Or the debates. Can you imagine that?
If he ever comes out in a do-rag, we know that all is lost. It's a problem. We've gone too far.
I'm gonna get that ethnic vote.
Oh jeez, no. No, Michael. Oh. Yes, if you haven't seen The Office by now, you're missing out. You should really check it out. It's a great show. But yeah. So if I were president, so yours would be Jason Bateman, huh?
Yes.
Jay Pritchett. That would be a great running mate.
To the point.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm looking for in a running mate. Especially if if I was that age as well. I feel like I mean, obviously it doesn't always happen. Like right now, President-elect Biden and there's my message. President-elect Biden and VP-elect Kamala Harris, there is quite an age difference, but I definitely think that it's better if they're around the same age, because then at least they understand how to communicate with each other. I don't necessarily think that Biden or Harris will have a problem with communicating with each other, but I do think being in the same generation does make it easier to communicate. So, but maybe that's just my opinion.
You have a good point there, but I guess it really depends on what the actual relationship is between those two, because they could be a 70 and 40-year-old, and they can communicate very well, given their given their chemistry, given their background and history together.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. It does depend a lot on how well they know each other and stuff like that. Like, for instance, with you, I could probably communicate very well, but with...
1 year is not a big difference.
Yeah, well, but the thing is, it's not necessarily the 1 year age gap, but rather the time that we've spent together.
Oh, yeah.
I could meet another 24-year-old, and we could not communicate well at all. Just based on the fact that we don't know each other.
No, you have a point.
That is true. Multi-generational viewpoints.
That's true. More things to bring to the table.
Yeah, opposites attract, and opposites are very good for the country when it comes to providing a moderate path, and really, I guess, what's the term? Crossing the aisle and bridging the gap between the two parties, I suppose, that are the primary ones in the United States. See, now I'm trying to sound all fancy and intelligent.
I know,
but
I felt
really
like you were trying to meet a certain word count.
Yeah, right?
I mean, I was along for the ride. I was ready to see where that was going.
I'm writing a college essay right now. But no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so...
Headphones were getting tangled there.
It's getting a little hot in here. Yeah, so anyway, yeah. So I guess my question for you, Pablo, is what would your slogan be if you were if you were president and if you were running for president, what would your slogan be? George Clooney was president in the Spy Kids movies.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, he was.
He does. He has the experience. He's already a seasoned veteran at the presidential game. But yeah, so I guess my question
I forgot what movie I saw it in, but I remember I saw Morgan Freeman play a president.
He's played a president in... Oh boy. That's a great question.
Yeah, like I'm sure I saw him play a president in something.
He's played a bunch of political people. Deep Impact?
Deep Impact.
That sounds like it's it. Because I know he's been he's been senators and he's been God a few times, and he's been in positions of power quite often. But president, yeah, Deep Impact.
He can narrate anything, and I'll watch it.
Right, exactly. But yeah, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, what would my slogan be?
Slogan-wise, it's got to be something catchy, that the people can chant.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. There was my freshman year of high school. I ran for class president.
Oh yeah.
And, I mean, but I'll tell you why. Like, only because I thought, why not? Was I serious about it? No. Did I think I was gonna win? No. I didn't win. Spoiler alert. But
Spoiler alert.
But from what I heard, it got pretty close.
That is funny. Did you have a slogan?
I did,
Oh.
but I'm not proud of it because I basically just ripped off Napoleon Dynamite. Instead of vote for Pedro, we did the same format and everything. It was just vote for Pablo.
You know what? I think I remember seeing those signs when I auditioned for the talent show that year. Or no, it wasn't.
No,
They
that was
must
the year
have been
before.
They must have been old signs then that I had seen. Maybe you showed me pictures of them.
Probably, because I could have sworn we threw all those away.
Yeah, probably. You probably showed me pictures of them. Pablo Abaloo will work for you. Or Pablo
Yes.
will work for you. Yes. Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better than what I had. I would have just said, why not Pablo?
Yeah.
Just short and
Why
sweet.
not
Sometimes
Pablo?
less is. Why not him?
Always leave your audience wanting less.
Yes.
Yes. No, but I'm trying to think of what mine would be. Mine would be... It would have to be something simple like that, of course. But I was thinking something like ripping off like a movie quote or something like, "Today we celebrate our Independence Day," or just something like that. Just dumb. I'm like, what would be great?
Sure, I'll run too.
Sure, I guess. Vote for Jacob. Sure, I guess. Vote for Jacob. Sure, I guess. I could hear it.
Yeah.
Actually, I have heard it. But that's beside the point. I was how long was I? I was drama club president at the university for a year. Was it a full year?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it was a full year.
Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember how that all worked. I think it was like the back half of a year and then the front half of a year, and then so it was like a weird transition.
I like how no matter what, I stayed VP. In all my time, like in all my years at UD, I just stayed VP.
You were the VP, yeah.
I feel comfortable here. I'm staying here.
Vote for comfort. Vote for Pablo. Good.
Well, the club's still running. That's my slogan.
The club's still running. I haven't
still
failed
here.
you yet. Have I ever led you astray?
Yes, but we're still here.
Have I ever led you astray? Yes. Have I made mistakes? Plenty. But we're still here. Vote for Pablo. He's still here. That's great. I love it. I love our slogans. They're awesome.
My campaign should just give people fear. I think that's make them feel uneasy.
Oh, that'd be a great slogan. If you dare.
I dare you. Do it if you're bad.
Double dog dare. Ooh, great question. What would you do in your first 100 days? So you know how, so I think this is a pretty common thing. Presidents have a list of things that they want to get accomplished in their first 100 days.
Okay. Okay.
And it's, it's a prime time to do all of those things. It's that transitional time where you can start to get a lot done. So what would we do in our first 100 days? Like for America or just for fun? That's the real question, I suppose.
I would just do it for fun, but you can go ahead.
In my first 100 days, I would probably paint the White House blue just to confuse people.
Just to say I did.
Just to say I did, because nobody does it. I'd be a radical.
No. You know what you should do? You should still get white, but get a different shade of white.
Just eggshell, like just to really piss people off. like, that's irritating. Hey, Stelfson, thanks for the follow. We appreciate it.
Is that the Steve Stelfson?
It could be the Steve Stelfson. Yeah, I don't think that's what you meant to say, but I liked it. I think it's the Stelfson I know and love. It is.
Oh, Stelfson. Never. Oh.
Hey, thanks for
That was a
dropping
mouthful.
the chat. But yeah, so right now we're just kind of chatting about what we'd do if we were president. So feel free to ask us any questions. This is our debate time, so yeah, go.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, I guess it's.
I was just here to kick the shit, but okay.
This is our formal debate.
May God help us.
Yeah. But yeah, so no, what would just to bounce back to you? This is your time for the floor. I don't know, Senator Pablo. I don't know what title I want to give you.
I'm digging that background, Senator.
Yeah, Senator.
That's my
Pablo.
backstory.
That's your backstory. I'm just. Can I at least be Dr. Jacob? Like, can that?
You know what?
Can I?
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
Dr. Herman.
Dr. Herman. I like it. Yeah.
What's your doctorate in though? It's what...
Music.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
I heal people with music.
To answer your question, assistant to the yeah.
Yes. But anyway, yeah.
To answer your question, I think I would open up not homeless shelters, but a homeless hotel.
Ooh, a homeless hotel.
Yes, the hobo hotel.
The hobotel. That's great. I like
Yes,
that.
instead of the holiday in, it's the holiday out.
Oh,
And
that's funny.
well, I'm only saying that because working in San Diego, I have seen a lot of homeless people,
Yeah.
like a lot.
Yeah. I think on a more serious note, not painting the White House blue because that was just kind of silly.
That's just the freebie.
Yeah, that's just the freebie. I think I would definitely try to put forth some action for students because I, have been one and I know the struggles. I know
Yeah.
I know that it's hard to go to school as a full-time student and pay for it, especially at a private university. That's ridiculous. And so I think I would try to get something passed to make education truly more affordable, especially since it seems like every other country has the ability to do that. And I feel like I would just try, every other country. I mean, I work with someone.
Feels like we should be doing something like
Yeah,
that.
it feels like we're a little behind. But I'm not the president or anything. But
We're
if
on
I
a different
were,
track.
it's that no child left behind except for America kind of track.
We're the
child left behind. Aww. But yeah.
We are the cautionary tale.
So I would definitely, I work with someone who was born in Europe, and
Nice.
born and raised in Europe. They're a first generation immigrant. They're not a citizen, but they are a legal resident of the United States, and so they were talking to me about education, and it turns out that they have a lot of education. I don't know that they have a doctorate's degree, but they did go to a bunch of different trade schools. So they have a bunch of different trade. They do have a higher education than I do. And he learned to be a guitar tech. He learned to be a paramedic. He learned to do a lot. He's currently learning to be a pilot. He's doing a lot of things, and he's very highly educated.
Is he single?
Yeah, right? Right. No, he's married. But yeah, he has learned a lot. He is a very educated man, and he has only spent a little less than $1,000 on his education.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
yeah. so that's fantastic. I mean, perfect, great for him. He's very highly educated, and I'm very very impressed by that. But yeah, he did get all of that education for a little less than $1,000, and so
Dude, I sorry, go ahead.
I just to close. Yeah, I have the floor, Senator.
You have the floor. That's on me.
No, I would definitely try to put something through that just made our educational system a little bit more like some country in Europe that has that sort of plan, Anyway, now back to you, Senator Garcia.
Yeah, no, it was not a rebuttal at all. It was just more like something to tack onto you.
Wait,
to your thing.
two presidential candidates agreeing? What is that?
Well, not quite as much, but it was just more like I realized I had two waves of realization when you said how much it was costing him. First of all, I was like, wow, that's low. And then the second wave was, ow, that's not at all what I owe.
Oh yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, I owe a little too much to the University of Dubuque. I owe like my left leg, possibly my firstborn child.
I already pawned off my first three.
I sold my soul
they got
to the
dibs on it.
president of the university, but what doesn't
You know
kill
what's
you
disgusting?
makes you stronger.
No, you know what's disgusting? He keeps them all in the same jar.
He keeps them
That's not sanitary.
mixing. That's disgusting. Anyway, sorry.
That's gonna come up somehow later in the campaign when someone's trying to sabotage you.
Oh yeah, mixing. That's disgusting. Matt, if you wouldn't
Doctor.
mind, could you add that as a quote? Mixing. That's disgusting. Anyway.
No, it was mix them. Remember?
Oh
Mix
yeah,
'em.
mix them. But yeah.
But no, but it's gonna pop up on every YouTube ad just going, Dr. Herman says he doesn't like the mixed.
Just something stupid like that.
Did you want to vote for him?
Well, don't.
Paid for by the ad campaign.
Paid for by the ad campaign of Senator Garcia. Mix
Yes,
him.
it'd be me.
I hardly know him. Thank you so much. Why did mix him? That's disgusting. I love it.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that.
That was great.
Yeah. But anyway, hey, yeah, that's awesome. So
What's up?
you just added the quote and then it came up. That quote came up. That's so funny.
I love that.
But I just wanted to kind of, I guess.
We're up to 46 quotes now? Wow.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. We say a lot of stupid stuff. But I wanted to get Stelfson caught up because, this is his first time here, or at least this is his first time dropping a follow and chatting with us.
Yeah, welcome, Stelfson. It's great to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it, and we basically just mess around.
We always preface by saying this is a shit show.
Yeah, in fact, if you command show, it pops up. Yeah, there you go, Matt. Thanks so much. This is a shit show. You get what you pay for or less. Sorry. So yeah, this is just us messing around. This is us doing what we usually do, which is talk with each other. Vote for Jacob. I say a lot of stupid stuff.
Full disclosure, yeah, that gets my vote.
Yep. Listen, I don't think it's fun to have a president that doesn't have a sense of humor. I think having a president with a sense of humor is by far better than having a president that can't make fun of themselves a little bit.
Matt, the answer to that question, I'll take this from here. Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Both.
Mm-hmm.
Straight, short, simple.
That's
both.
what I was gonna say too. So I'm glad we're also on the same page there.
Glad to concur with you, Doctor.
Senator. But yeah, anyway, so we're glad you're with us, Stelfson. If you do have any questions for us at all, feel free to drop them in chat. And we always like to say as well, if you have any suggestions for other content that you'd like to see, hey, get out of here. Don't call us nerds. I feel hurt.
I embrace it. I got the nerd vote.
Okay. Aw, that's funny. It's those thick-rimmed glasses of yours. That's what it is.
Yes. They make me look smarter.
I've got the thin frames because I'm sleek and cool. I don't know that I get the cool vote, though. I don't think that's real. But yeah, as I was saying, if you have any ideas for content that you'd like to see, feel free to drop them in chat. We'll add them to our list. We've got a list going of all kinds of different things we'd like to talk about. But basically, this show is just us talking about whatever you guys suggest, whatever we have on our minds. And it's just, what we usually do, but with an audience, which is fun.
If you're looking for a TED Talk, this ain't the place.
So yeah, you haven't come to the place for anything informative, that's for sure.
Steve, it's we miss you guys. So he says he misses us.
Yeah, we miss you too, man.
We miss you too, man.
For sure. I was thinking about Emerald City and the times that we had there. It was super fun hanging out there and just being in that atmosphere, and you were definitely a staple in my college experience, I suppose. So
for context, Emerald City was our one of our schoolhouses.
Yeah, we named
all
of our houses.
Campus houses.
Yeah, we named all of our houses because we're weird like that.
Yeah, and it was the main color of that whole thing was green.
Yes.
There were green themes everywhere, so
Yeah,
it fit perfect.
the house itself was painted green on the outside, but then there was green wallpaper all over the place. There wasn't there some green carpeting or rugs or like on the stairs?
No, it just made the carpets look green.
Oh, made the carpets look green. No, the green was just, the disgustingness of the house itself.
Yeah, it was a campus house, so.
But yeah, it was great times. It was a lot of fun. I definitely had a good time.
One thing I'd like to hear from all of you in the chat is, what would your slogan be?
Yes. Yes.
I'm very curious about that.
I am too. If you became president, or if you were to run for president, I should say, because, presidents themselves don't have slogans.
Oh my God, and your running mate. Please add your running mate.
Ooh, yes. Let's talk about animation one of these episodes. Definitely add that to your list.
Already, yeah, I'm on it.
That is
Noah. That was a great topic.
Yeah, thanks so much. We've already got a little bit of crossover. We want to talk about Pixar. We want to talk about some Disney stuff. So we'll be sure to make an episode specifically about animation, because it really did change the entertainment industry, and we'll get into that more in a future episode. I'm going to do a real quick plug because I can. For those of you who don't know, we do stream every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Central Time. And
yes.
For those of you who are not in Central Time, please do the math because I won't. So yeah, we
Well, if you're in the West Coast like I am, it's 2 hours behind.
Yeah, it's 2 hours
I can help you out
so that's
with that much.
9, 8, 7 p.m. But yeah, so it's
Mr. Head Math Guy.
I grew up in Rockford. I don't know math. Yeah.
Thank you, RPS.
Yeah. RPS 205. Eat my heart.
Can that be a quote? Thank you, Matt. Can that be a quote? I grew up in Rockford. I don't know, Matt.
Yeah, actually, do it. I swear. Imagine being in Rockford. Hey, you grew up here too. That's not fair.
Thank you, RPS 205.
Yeah. You went to my high school. It was my high school first. Actually, it was your high school first. But we're not going to talk about it.
Almost entirely being almost president.
Being almost president. Oh yeah, I did want to mention the Pleasantly Purple's comment from above, from the greenhouse to the White House. I definitely liked that. That was pretty great. Did you?
A good start from the bottom. Now we're here, kind of vibe.
Listen, the fact that 1 equals 2 is true and is terrifying all at the same time. Me and Pablo.
Yeah, Matt's right.
School. Yes.
We own this school.
Oh, that's so fun. I love it. But yeah, so to finish my plug, we do stream every Sunday night. I'm also thinking about I'm getting in the process of creating a new podcast as well. It's going to be just me talking about, and maybe I'll have some guests at some point, but at least for the time being, it'll be just me talking about things that I know best. It will be more informative. It will be less of a shit show. It will be something that is less opinion and more like information. And so if you're interested in music or acting or theater or anything that I'm interested in, that would definitely be... pick me as a guest. Yes, you will be. Don't worry. But that will definitely be something that I will be doing here in the near future. I'm trying to get it set up this week, so hopefully we will be hearing more about that. Matt, could you get a command Facebook in the chat, please? You can follow us at our Facebook page for all of our new updates and stuff. I'll let you know when we're streaming next and what our topic is, and then we also have cool votes. Like today, Pablo posted on there asking about his...
Yeah, so I apologize. It was last minute, but I thought I could have fun with it.
Mm-hmm. He posted about who should be his anger translator for the evening, and Danny Trejo won with a total of, 3 votes? Yes?
4.
4 votes!
My man!
4 votes for Danny Trejo. Way to go. But yeah, so be sure to follow us over at Facebook for all of our new info.
one vote for each 100 movies this man has been in.
Yeah, pretty much. Not even joking. That man has been in so many things.
He doesn't even know how many movies he's in.
No, I think that's a real thing. I think he genuinely
goals.
Yeah.
That's what I aspire to be one day.
So yeah, Danny Trejo for president, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, Spy Kids was the best. Machete.
Yeah.
Man, he was great.
That guy.
Can we just talk about the Spy Kids franchise for a minute and how amazing it was? I mean, not only, I think we mentioned Spy Kids every episode. I don't,
Almost every, yeah.
I don't know that there's been an episode that we haven't at least brushed on the topic of Spy Kids, or it was mentioned. Spy Kids is definitely something that was super impactful for our generation. Hot take, Spy Kids 3 is actually really good and people make fun of it for no reason. True.
You know, you're right. It's just the whole 3D gimmick that
I think that's
that I
the
make
only
fun of a lot.
reason. I think that's the only reason that people make fun of it that is valid.
Yeah. But Mr. Herman, Dr. Herman, you have a floor.
Oh yes. I don't know what I was saying. I was saying something about Spy Kids.
Oh yeah, you were just talking about how much you loved it.
Oh yeah. We can talk about that for years. No, I think Spy Kids was super impactful for our generation. I think grew up watching Spy Kids. I don't know of anyone in my generation who has not seen Spy Kids. And yes, I do remember when Elijah Wood was in Spy Kids for like 30 seconds and then immediately blew up. And there was no
the
more.
best thing.
Oh, jeez. It was so good. Anyway. Yeah, also Sylvester Stallone as a cartoon villain.
Played like 4 different people, at least.
Fantastic. That movie, all of those movies, severely underrated by people who did not grow up in that generation, and severely loved by people who did.
Oh, yeah.
A vote for me is a vote for Spy Kids.
Damn it, now I gotta vote for it.
Oh, is it? Okay, Matt, I think I know which one you're talking about because it's actually a lot of people's favorite movie quotes. It's the Steve Buscemi quote. If do you think God hides in heaven because he too fears his own creation or something like that? Man, the writing in that movie is so good. It's like, obviously,
I love Steve Buscemi.
Obviously, it's still a kids movie. Like, it still has its like gimmicks and it has its craziness, but it's so good.
The beauty of it was that it went full circle because Steve Buscemi ended up playing God later on.
Yes, he did. Oh, in Miracle Worker or Miracle Workers?
Workers, I think.
Okay, plural. Yeah, Miracle Workers. If you haven't seen it, check it out. You can find it on the internet somewhere, I'm sure.
It's so good, so good. It's just God having a midlife crisis.
See, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you also love Spy Kids. It's just so good. I mean, that's when they were putting out quality entertainment for the whole family. If I were president, I would go back to, yes, it is, thank you. But Miracle Worker is not what I was talking about. Thank you for that correction. But anyway, if I were president...
Oh, sorry.
If I were president, I think I would urge entertainers to go back to quality content. That's all I have to say about that. Anyway.
That's a surefire way to get us canceled.
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
What are you gonna do?
Oh yeah. That's gonna pop up every few minutes or so.
That's right. I forgot about that.
You're welcome. Steve Buscemi as Helen Keller. Oh, please stop.
I will pay to see that.
No. Oh no. Oh jeez, that'd be
no,
so dark.
even better. It has to be a drama, and he plays it 100% serious.
Oh boy. But but then all I can think of is Steve Buscemi in what is the
FCC is watching.
Where? No, but Steve Buscemi in that Adam Sandler movie. Which one is that? Billy Madison?
Mr. Deeds.
Mr.
wasn't it?
Deeds, that's
The
the
one
one.
where
Thank
he's
you.
got the-
the lazy eye, and so Steve Buscemi as Helen Keller. All I could think of was the lazy eye, and I'm like, that's terrible. What are you doing? Like, oh Jesus,
That's great.
this is very not PC.
True, he is in like every Adam Sandler movie.
That is true for sure. But yeah. So anyway, do you have any other swinging back to the topic? Do you have any other? I think we were talking about platform, weren't we, or something like that? I can't remember. It's been a while. We've talked about Spy Kids like this for the last 20 minutes.
I really hope that if this were an actual debate, I really hope it was just one question and we've been trailing off ever since.
Right, you know how those debates get where like they go on tangents and they just like they don't even answer the question for half of it. Like I feel like
Right.
that's how we are, except we do it in the most hilarious of ways, where it's not even related to the country whatsoever. It's like, oh, and by the way, this actor, like, what?
You know, and like the and you know they're trying to get our attention, bring us back, but the mediator just gives up, and just goes.
Yeah, that's enough of that. Okay, well, we're done. We can't do this anymore. But yeah, let's so just because I mean we'll have plenty of time to talk about Spy Kids and childhood and all kinds of stuff in our other episodes. Let's try to talk about what we'd do if we were president for a while.
Sure. Yeah.
So first of all, I'd like to pose. And that's why Spy Kids is the best movie ever. I agree.
Yes.
Yeah. So if anybody actually has a question about, what we would do if we were president, feel free to ask it while we're just ranting and raving about Spy Kids over here, and we'll try to steer the conversation back. I don't know why I couldn't come up with the word conversation there for a while. But we'll try to steer the conversation back to politics and America. So Pablo, as far as how would you both approach climate change? Well, I wouldn't get too close because it's pretty hot.
Right. Take a jacket with you just in case.
Dress in layers, really, is how I would approach
Layers. You know, that's going to be hot this summer. Layers.
layers. No, I would approach climate change by saying that everybody needs a little change sometimes, and it's healthy.
What?
Are we canceled yet? Can we? Are we? So in reality, I think my stance on this, I can say this without getting way too political. I think that it's pretty apparent that the climate is changing, whether we want to believe it or not. And whether we want to believe that it's our fault or not, I think it's pretty apparent that it's happening. Iowa, I know, I believe it was this summer, wasn't it? Or was it already last year? I don't know. But Iowa just got decimated by storms. I mean,
yeah,
it was this summer. It had to be. And like,
because we didn't go out anyway.
Yeah, right. But Iowa just got destroyed, and it was in August. Wow, it feels like it was last year. That's how long this year has been. So thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. Oh, I've aged 40 years this year, and so is the rest of the country. But yeah, I to be honest, I think that climate change is definitely something that needs to be addressed, and how we address it is up to the country as a whole. I definitely think that it would be beneficial to combat the fact that there would be, like everybody's saying, if we steer away from fossil fuels, then a ton of people will be out of work. And I say that is correct. But what if we steal? What if we steal? Let's just steal things.
Oil?
No. What if we steer towards clean energy and put those people who lost their jobs in the oil rigs there in clean energy, and therefore they will not have lost their jobs, but gained a job that can stabilize our planet and sustain itself over time.
Climate changing? Try that. Thank you. Noah is a cool name.
Thank you. It's Noah. His a cool name, actually, and I was.
Oh, sorry. Noah. His a cool name.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you need your readers, Senator?
Let me get my cheaters.
Your cheaters.
Look at my cheaters.
Ooh.
I'm kidding.
That was. I didn't even like looking at that. That grossed me out a little bit. I don't like I wear contacts sometimes, but I don't like it when people. Yes, I know it's Noah H is a cool name, but Noah His a cool name is more fun. Only Noah H's are cool. So if Noah Hoskins ever joins us, he is also cool.
Yes, very cool.
Excellent. But yeah, I definitely think climate change could be addressed by well, thank you. Thanks so much for popping in, and I'm glad we entertained you for the time that you were here.
Yeah, we'll see you around, Steve.
Yeah,
It's great having you.
For sure. But I just to really wrap up and put a cap on that question, because I feel like I've been answering it for a decade now. I would say that transitioning the employees from the fossil fuel industry to the clean energy industry would be a very productive way to start progressing towards addressing climate change. How about you, Senator?
Well, the boring thing about these debates is the fact that we're both so similar.
We're the same.
But no, you're right.
But no, I'm wearing a blue tie, and you're wearing a red tie.
The blue one didn't register as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're right. We wouldn't have to worry about people losing their jobs because whatever the solution is, we're gonna find a new job for them to fill.
Yeah. So
it's
And
I'm trying to find a way to reword what you're saying, so I'm not saying the same thing.
That's how all my college essays are. I'm trying to reword what they're saying, so I'm not saying the same.
Did we get the same party to debate against?
We did. It's called the Democratic National Convention, but we don't. Anyway, but yeah, no, I mean, obviously we agree on this subject, but I don't know. I don't know that there is a way to play devil's advocate with that. When we're talking about because
fake news. And now I'll stand back.
And yeah, and that's it. No, but I do think that a lot of people's argument is that if we transition out of fossil fuels, number one, gas prices will go way up. Well, yes, of course they will, because we will encourage people not to buy gas anymore. That's, logic. But I also think that a big part of the platform is that, oil riggers and those types of jobs, those employees will be out of work. And I say transition them into a new line of employment, and provide them with opportunity to, educate themselves on that kind of stuff. Obviously oil rigging is not the same as building solar panels.
Right.
So instead of
dude, I'm all for solar panels.
Yeah, so am I. Solar freaking roadways.
Oh my god, that was
a
video, wasn't it? That was a video.
That used to be a video for that's
solar
a throwback.
Freaking roadways.
That's a throwback, and I still don't know why it's not a bigger thing, because solar freaking roadways, people.
Solar freaking roadways.
but yeah, I understand that it is a different job. And it is completely different, and the training is just, completely different. Well, you're right. That is true. Supply and demand would dictate that gas prices go down, because but then again, I guess the point with that is the supply of gas would be less, so the demand would dictate that the price would go up. until we started switching over our entire automotive industry, and until the entirety of America. Okay, that's the stance I'm taking. The entirety of America would have to transition to electric cars or some alternative.
Wind-up cars.
Wind-up cars. That's the best way to do it. Every stoplight
You get some
you
cardio
to, you
every
run
now
out.
and you get a workout out of it. I love it.
To be honest, I think we should all have little hamsters in our cars making our car run. That would solve the world's problems. Plus, it would be cute.
No, get the little fat kids, and then we can also stop obesity.
And we're canceled.
Damn it.
And it's over. That's it. We're done.
Popcorn-powered cars.
Hey, listen, okay? A kid can dream. I don't know if you're stealing that directly as a reference to my hopes and dreams as a child, but... Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Noah's my campaign manager now.
How do I do that? I don't know how to run the stream at all. I don't know what I'm doing. Do I have to Pablo, talk for a while. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
There you are. So
all right, fine.
and now you're done. That's enough.
All I gotta say is bubble-powered cars.
Yeah, no. So Noah is a cool name. I'm sorry, Noah H is a cool name. Noah H is a cool name. You're now a moderator, so you can use the
so much power.
Yeah, you can use the command add quote, and you can add that quote to the list. So go ahead. Thank you very much. Yeah. So now we're up to 47 quotes as soon as Noah gets that in there.
We do say a lot of crazy things.
We do say a lot of crazy things. The only issue I see is productivity with electric cars. Charging cars takes time, and truck drivers are out on the roads all the time. That's absolutely
portable chargers.
Well, my thought. Now, I am not a scientist. I understand a little bit about science, but I am not a scientist.
You're a doctor.
I'm a doctor of music.
What?
But yeah, I'm not a scientist, but I do think that we could implement. There are lots of ways. So electric cars, right? You plug them in at home, and then they get an 8-hour battery or whatever, or they get a 10-hour battery. I don't know. There's tons of weird specs. I don't know anything. I'm just going to spew random illegitimate facts at you. But what about this?
And welcome to the debate.
And welcome to the debate. No, but what about this? Inventing a car that charges while it's driving. Inventing a car that has solar panels on it like trucks. Trucks have that huge, 18-wheelers have a huge truck bed.
Okay.
That, or whatever they call that, the cabin of no, not the cabin, that's where they sit. The storage facility of their truck. The trailer, that's what it's called.
Oh.
The trailer of their truck.
Well, that was a hike to get the trailer.
So they have their trailer, which is huge. Let's line that baby with solar panels and have that charge the vehicle during the day, and then when they're traveling at night, run off the battery that it has charged. Something like that. If you challenge America, I don't doubt that we can rise to the occasion. Occasion? I'm done.
I charge that car over there that day.
This is it. I'm finished. This is my New Orleans appeal. We can rise to the occasion.
But you can make your own gas, your own power, fuel with onion, a little jambalaya in there.
Yeah, there you go. New Orleans to the rescue.
God bless them.
but yeah, here's the thing. I have always known that we can rise to be a Cajun. I love it. No, I have always
There's a slogan
believed,
if ever I heard one.
So for the last 4 years, President Trump has been saying "Make America Great Again." Well, I don't know that America has ever truly lost its touch, because I truly do believe, I'm super optimistic, but I truly do believe that America has never lost its ability to overcome and lost its ability to rise to the occasion and to really put its best foot forward and if we put our best engineers to the task of inventing cars that are sustainable for truckers and that increase productivity without ruining our environment, I don't doubt that that's possible. I don't. Just force people to do it. If you force people to think that way, then they have to think that way, and the job gets done. So that's my very long-winded answer to Matt's question, or comment, I guess. Go ahead, Pablo. Talk for a while, because I'm done.
I'm sorry. In a sitcom fashion, I just saw you going. So yeah, that's to answer Matt's question. What was that again? What are your plans for immigration?
yeah, precisely. So yeah, I'll. So here's what I'll do in my first 100 days. Because we never actually finished answering that question.
We only said like one thing.
Yeah, but in my first 100 days, I'll be sure to hire a script writer or a speech writer so that I don't just babble on like this for days. Oh boy, my press conferences would be a nightmare.
I honestly would need a writer's room because there's no way I'm gonna stick to one thing.
Yeah. See, I wonder, I assume, obviously, that the president... I've never been the president of the United States.
Oh, neither have I.
So I'm guessing a lot about the job. But we're getting a White House sitcom. Yes! I would pay money for that.
It's like the West Wing meets... Are we thinking
House.
live studio audience? Oh, yes.
The West Wing meets Full House. Hey, that's great. Well, they tried to do it. It was called Cory in the House, and it was on Disney Channel. It was a That's So Raven spinoff.
You just unlocked a memory there.
Yeah, I know, right? It's super weird. So have you tried Casey's Pizza? Get out of here. That's an inside joke. It's okay.
I've had Casey's Pizza.
Yeah, there you go. Spy Kids scriptwriter. We need it. Casey slaps. What was I saying? I've lost.
To every child that goes hungry, you're.
Yes, that's correct. No, I think a White House sitcom would be great, and I think in the first 100 days I would need to write a speechwriter for sure.
Yeah. Did you say write a speechwriter?
I also think I said first 90 days, so that's chill.
The other 10 are to rest.
Clearly, you see why I need this thing that I need. Okay.
I'll need an assistant, with a planner to tell me everything that's going on every single one of those 100 days. Every child in America gets a slice of cake. Yes.
I feel like that's a legitimate thing that would happen if America ever sold out for sponsorship. Sure, we have to put the Casey's logo on the American flag, but then Casey's provides
you don't have to. You can,
every child.
You can dedicate one of the stars to it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. But that unlocks a world of possibilities. We've got 50 different sponsors.
Little by little, it's gonna look like NASCAR sponsors.
Okay, so that sounds like I know a lot of the things that we say today have
Stay in this room.
yeah, they stay in this room, which happens to be, in your case, the Oval Office, but
The room where it happened.
the room where it happened. Um, I definitely think that it is very like, I guess dystopian to think that America would like sell sponsorship to itself. Like, I think that would be interesting.
Yeah,
Like,
can you imagine?
Could you, like, I'm just thinking, as an actor and a writer, I'm thinking, ooh, there are possibilities with that. We could write a sketch.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, the Coca-Cola White House. Yeah, exactly.
Disney presents the White House.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the 49th President of the United States, brought to you by, like, I could just...
Coca-Cola.
I could just see it. Like, it could definitely be a thing.
If we don't get Goofy as the treasurer, I don't know what we're doing.
We already have Goofy as the treasurer. All of the politicians are a little goofy, don't you think?
That's why I'm running.
That's why I'm running. I would make the day of the Super Bowl a national holiday so that nobody had to work.
Yes.
Except for sports
It's called
bars.
Recovering Day.
Yeah. Except for sports bars, which do have to work, but only because they're sports bars, and they only have to work as hard as they need to.
And they're allowed, what do you think is fair? 2, 3 shots an hour? No,
Yeah.
2. Let's say 2.
Two. Let's
Yeah.
pace ourselves here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, nothing is allowed in the fridge that isn't Super Bowl food.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a Sunday. I'm with Matt. Yeah. Well, yeah, true. Obviously, the day after would have to be a national holiday as well. It would be, what would they call it? I feel like, National Interception Day or something. I don't know. Like,
I get down with that.
oh, yeah. Oh, that would be cool. There are a lot of things.
I think I'm really sorry. I think my animatronic needs to pretend or act like it's malfunctioning. Like, that's the whole purpose.
That's
like,
great.
for the first 5 minutes, it's got to look like I'm glitching, and then all of a sudden go, nah, I'm just kidding. Anyway.
That's great. I love that so much.
The eyes turn red. I'm about to like overthrow the humans and go, nah, just kidding.
Okay, wait. What are you talking about, Noah? Because I don't follow the sports balls, so I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about it in football?
Do spurts. Is that how you say it? Sports?
Spurts?
How do you say that?
In football. It was in football. Football.
Oh.
Super Blown Monday. Hey, that's great. I love that.
Yes.
That's perfect. I love it. Super Blown Monday. Like,
yeah. Can you imagine just planning your days like that? Like, what are you gonna do? I don't know, man. It's Super Blown Monday. I thought I could just stay at home.
It's Super Blown Monday, man. I don't know. I just gotta recover. I don't know. That's great. I love that so much. So that's it. You heard it here first, folks. When I become president, or when Pablo becomes president, I assume, we'll make Super Blown Monday a national holiday.
Dude, also, working agencies, specifically for the homeless. It should be an attachment to the Hobo Hotel.
The Hobo Hotel. The Hobo
Yes.
Hotel has like an agency attached to it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And on one floor of the Hobo Hotel, there's also a private rehabilitation center for anyone who needs it.
Yes.
If it,
100%.
Yeah, because that's a thing, as much as
They drug test at work.
as much as we talk about this, and as much as we don't want to make this super political, I do think that's a good idea. And I'm sure there's a slew of problems with it, but surface level...
Things that could be fixed.
Yeah, surface level, that's not bad. I mean, like, it's not a bad idea. Instead of Man, I really can't talk today.
I would try.
I'm
I
having
would
a hard
really
time.
make it so that I would really make it so that you would have to really try to be homeless. I just realized I'm doing my hands, and I didn't mean to do that. I saw that, like the red tie,
red
and then I
tie.
just saw my hair a little, like, no. And I looked at Danny
Pablo,
disapproving.
the lighting makes you a little orange. Are you okay?
What are you talking about? My natural color. It's my It's the best color, actually. I met an arts major, the best arts major, and he says
Oh,
you have the best shade.
hold on.
Natural color.
Oh, keep doing that, cause while you're doing that, I will turn into I'll turn into Biden.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I had to. Anyway, so with that in mind.
Oh, that was good.
That was what a time to be alive.
Can we talk about the fact that there's gonna be like a whole, wave of sequel memes? Because back when the first the previous run, those Biden memes were going crazy.
Well,
back when Trump was running.
Yeah, here's the thing. So I don't mind that. Here's the thing. I firmly agree with the fact that memes should be made. Sure.
Oh yeah.
Sure, call Biden old and senile. Sure, make fun of his Alzheimer's. Whatever. I don't care. It's political satire. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Memes are very satirical. It's
Exactly.
That's all it does. Is just point out those flaws.
Exactly. But the thing is, I think it would be best if he also pointed out those flaws. Because I think if you can make fun of yourself, then the whole country can laugh with you instead of at you, and it becomes a lot more productive, and it becomes a lot more genuine, and it's like he's a real person. And so
you got to be able to admit and show your flaws, and tell people that you see them as well. But I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just saying.
How rude of me.
Yeah. This is my time to speak now.
Yes, you have the floor, doctor.
But I definitely think that it would be better if President-elect, at least announced President-elect Biden, if he does end up becoming president, I think it would be better if he made fun of himself a little bit. I think that's something that is definitely a positive in a president, because if you can't make fun of yourself, then you're too high. You're too high and mighty for humor.
Right. Exactly.
You're too good to just laugh. Come on. Come on.
Give yourself the chance. Give yourself the chance to not take yourself too seriously.
Exactly.
And make yourself in on the joke. Be in on the joke.
Embrace it. Exactly. That's. If I were president, I would be in on the joke. It might be hard. Sure, it might be hard to point out my own flaws.
Having been on the opposite end of the bullying spectrum, it's easier to just take the joke and go with it.
Yeah. Well, for me, I know that I am very self-conscious. I would never run for president because I don't think I could handle the pressure of having at least, even one person in a country that I am leading disliking me. I don't.
Yeah, I'm
I
a
don't
people
like that
pleaser.
idea.
I wouldn't handle it.
And there's no possible way. There's not even a possible way for you to make sure that 20 people are happy, let alone 350 million. Like, there's no way. You're not going to do it. And so I would never actually run for president. And I think that would be one of the hardest things for me to do if I were to be president, is acknowledge my flaws, even though, from my point of view, I think it's one of the most admirable and one of the best qualities in a president. The ability to make fun of themselves and acknowledge their flaws.
When you were mentioning the whole senile thing, I think the way I'd run a town, country, city, what have you, would be basically from Family Guy, Adam West.
Adam West.
That would be my presidency right there. Just senile to the max.
But see, the thing is, I love that because he's not a bad mayor.
No, he's not. He's just,
just off. Like
he just has a few pieces of the puzzle missing.
Yeah, right?
You know?
He lost a couple marbles along the way, but we love him anyway, you
A
know?
quarter short of a dollar.
Yeah, you know? But that's still 75 cents.
You can get stuff for 75 cents.
Sure. I don't know what,
Yeah.
but you can get stuff. Today's economy.
Uh,
So I want to address Noah's question. When are we gonna have you on one of these episodes?
whenever you want.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Do you wanna? So we plan things occasionally. Every once in a while, we decide to.
We didn't even come up with a topic until like what 2 days
2
ago.
days ago. Yeah. So, what do you think about joining us for the animation episode? Because you suggested it, so I assume it's something that you also have thoughts on. So, what do you think about joining us for that episode, Noah? I think that would be super fun. I think you'd have a lot of good comments on it. Of course, I think you'd have a lot of good comments on any one of our episodes.
Yeah, we'll give you some time to think about that, or if there's any other topic you'd like to do. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
We'd love to.
That sounds awesome. Like I would love to do that. So yeah, for sure. We'll plan on doing that, and when we plan on doing the animation episode, we'll try to plan it around your schedule and stuff. You also have a lot of opinions on animation.
I smell a forum.
Well, you know what? So here's the thing. I heard that maybe I'm incorrect in this because it was weeks ago. It might have been like a couple months ago that I heard this. But aren't you
It was last year.
a huge Disney buff, Matt? Like, are you really into Disney and stuff? Because I would love for you to partake in the Disney episode for sure. Just because I know, like, we could talk forever about Disney, but
or Spy Kids.
or Spy Kids, but well, I think Spy Kids was Disney.
No, that was Dimension. Dimension
It
Films.
was. You're right. It was Rodriguez. What's his? I can't.
Fernando. Gilberto. Gonzalo.
Guillermo. Anyway.
That's Del Toro.
Sure. Whatever. Anyway, it's Dimension. You're right.
I don't know. Hold on. Well, we're Mexican. Yo, Danny, do you know?
I love how it looks like he's sitting on your shoulder, like, or just kind of perched there, like, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Hey, boss, you just tell me. Do you want me to beat him up?
This guy's been talking too much, and he can't even say words correctly. Anyway.
You got this.
That's great. But anyway, we are going to take just a short break. Please don't go away. Taco jalapenos. I can do it too.
Jalapenos. Thank you.
I'm sorry, jalapenos. But yeah, so we're going to take just a short break. Don't touch that dial, which is a very old way of saying don't. It's a very old way of sewing. I'm done talking for the evening. Bye, everyone. Goodbye. Thanks for showing up, man. It's gonna, no.
And just like that, he won the election.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I just read Noah's comment. Spy Kids 5, directed by Guillermo. We're going to take a short break.
Guillermo del Toro.
Thank you. We are going to take a short break. Don't leave. Please enjoy this lovely intermission music while you wait, and we will be right back to continue our lovely presidential debate. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Thanks for hanging on in there and staying with us anyway. If you did, and if you didn't, no thanks. I'm just kidding.
Yes. Also, it's been brought up to our attention that there was no music in the intermission, and we apologize for that.
Yeah, if you could hear it, you're one of the special ones, apparently. Because a lot of people were not able to hear the music. Oh well.
Maybe they're too old and don't believe anymore.
Ah.
And that's on you.
They didn't clap hard enough, and Tinkerbell died. Oh, goodness.
That's how I'm gonna guilt my kids.
you didn't clap hard enough, and
Tinkerbell
died.
is dead.
Oh, a country run by run off the belief in fairies.
Then that kid's gonna go to his bedroom or her bedroom and just go like, right, that's gonna go in the book.
I do believe in democracy. I do.
I like to think that my kids will just keep taking notes every time something they don't like happens, just so they can go like, this is gonna go in my tell-all book when when you're doing great.
You're literally just describing Lily from Modern Family. I just want to let you know.
I love Lily.
Oh, it's so great. She gets to be so funny in the later seasons.
She's such a foil to like her very heightened parents.
Yeah, and there's a stage where she's a little bit of a brat because she goes through that stage and she gets kind of annoying and it's like, who cares? But then also there's after that she gets really dry and she's hilarious.
She's the straight man of the group.
Somehow she's the straight man. But yes. Anyway, speaking about sitcoms,
yes.
What?
Nice segue.
Speaking about sitcoms, what if there was? I want to circle back. I think we want to circle back to the White House sitcom idea.
Yes.
Because if that doesn't scream us for president, I don't know what does.
Right.
And so I definitely love that idea. So in an ideal world.
Let's start off with one thing. Since I like to think these two sitcoms would have to happen, would exist simultaneously in the same universe. Therefore, in order for that to happen, they would have to be on different networks. Choose your network.
Ooh, I would be ABC for sure.
Ooh, okay.
ABC for sure. I took the primetime slot.
Nah, you're fine. Go for it, man.
No, but I would do ABC.
That leaves me with NBC.
There you go. No, but I would do ABC for sure because I have in my head I already have ideas about some plots of episodes and stuff. Not that I've written this in the last 20 seconds or anything, but it's there. And
what are the notebooks for?
But I think it would definitely be more suited towards ABC.
Okay, I can dig that. I would go for NBC because number one, I love their comedy writers.
That's so true.
And and that means I get to borrow certain actors for guest appearances. Like I would love to have a lot of SNL actors just peppered in throughout the series run. I don't know, dude. Like, I would love to like bring in someone like I don't know Tina Fey or John Mulaney to like write a couple episodes.
Well,
because it all stays because it's easier to get them through the NBC umbrella.
Yeah, no, for sure. See, I had a completely different thing in mind. First of all, I do want to address Matt's comment. Yes, a reality show where we're picking the VP, like The Bachelor, would be hilarious. Like,
yeah,
like. Oh my goodness, that'd be great. Like, and then could you imagine the testimonials after they get like kicked off the show, and they're pouting about how they didn't get to be the vice president.
I just wanted to make a change, America. I just wanted to make a change.
Oh, it'd be so funny. But anyway, I think my show would definitely be more on the sitcom side of things.
Okay.
But it would be similar to, it would be like a mockumentary.
Oh, yeah.
So, in the style of like
a workplace comedy kind of thing.
Yeah, like in the style of The Office or Brooklyn Nine-Nine or, it's something like that.
All right.
But here's the catch. It's about the White House, but it also is about the first family.
Ooh, okay.
So it has these touching moments.
Who's your wife or husband? I don't judge.
Um, oh boy. Emma Watson, just because she's been my celebrity crush forever, so why not?
Very professional too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she's part of the UN.
Yeah.
So
Can't get any better than that.
sure. I don't know. Is she? I could be. I'm totally.
She's an ambassador, isn't she?
Yeah, but is she an American citizen? Real question here.
I don't know. Given the amount of movies she's been making.
So that's kind of funny. I don't know if she's an American citizen or not because, you know, I know you can act.
I'm sure she can do an accent. It's all good.
Well, yeah, of course. But that's beside the point. Like, I guess she would just be playing the vice president. She wouldn't actually have to be the vice president.
Oh, the vice. I thought you meant it was
Or
gonna be like
I'm
the first
sorry.
lady.
Yeah, that's what I meant. The first lady.
Oh, okay.
What if the first lady was the vice president?
Okay, I'm down for that. I'd watch that.
Drama. And but yeah, like I think it would be super cool to have these high stakes moments of, you know, internal affairs at the White House and, you know, what the Speaker of the House is doing and, you know, all you know, passing a bill through Senate and, you know, all of this kind of stuff while also struggling with having a family and it being the first family. I think that would actually be a great show. It's like, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie The American President?
Yes. I've seen it with you guys.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it would be like the sitcom version of that.
Okay.
And,
yeah.
And so that's why I get a very ABC vibe, you know?
You know, funny thing is, on the other side of the spectrum, kind of to contrast your plot. So just so you know, these two studios are making the same show.
Yeah.
Mine would be more like not like a mockumentary, but think 30 Rock. But
Okay. Yeah.
and you know, I wouldn't have a first lady. In fact, I think the big thing would be that, you know, since I'm, you know, fairly young in the position, I think it would be more like this president is single.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, that could be interesting. Aw, that's okay. That's okay. She can still act like it. She can pretend. She's good at pretending. She's been doing it since she was like 10 years old. So it's fine. But yeah, which will also be fun for me because I get to pretend she's my wife. You know.
So, you know, win-win.
You know, something I've been doing literally for a long time. But,
only this time she'll be aware of it.
yikes. And we're canceled again. No, but yeah, so I think that'd be super fun. I just definitely, like, I don't know why it's not already out there.
I'd watch it.
Maybe it's too similar to things like West Wing and stuff like that. I know there are drama, but the thing is, West Wing was a drama.
Yeah, like there's a lot of good things you can play with.
Yeah, and there are a ton of dramas about the White House. You know.
Yeah.
I know there's
you hardly get to see it in a fun, lighthearted light.
Yeah, and I think as much as the presidency is important and very serious, and I mean, when you are the president, you are a world leader.
Yes.
And there is no denying the importance of that. I think contrasting the fact that you're a world leader with the sitcom vibe really, really is something special. Hey, back!
Noah's back! Get out of here.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. Welcome back. Thanks for popping in. We're discussing the actual plausibility of a White House sitcom and what ours would look like if we could have one. So
the only way you'd see me in office.
Yeah. Right, pretty much. As if I'm acting. Well, I mean, you know, that's why I wanted to become an actor in the first place, because the only way you're gonna get me up in space anymore is if it's in a movie.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I'm still baffled by that, but
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, it's fun, you know. But yeah, so I definitely think the contrast with the whole sitcom vibe would be pretty awesome. But
Who would be your VP then?
Okay, so if the first lady was Emma Watson, the VP.
I mean, well, no, you never mind. You said you were gonna have Emma Watson be the VP as well.
Wouldn't that be interesting? I don't know if that's possible.
Okay.
It's unprecedented.
That's up to the writers.
Well, it's unprecedented. So who knows? Because number one, a gay man has never been in office, and number two, a woman has never been vice president. And so it's
yeah.
Until potentially now. So it's unprecedented. So I don't know if it's like against the rules for the first lady to be the VP, but wouldn't that be interesting? And for your sitcom, wouldn't it be interesting if the VP was a love interest for the single president? Like, wouldn't that be interesting?
Or the PR person,
Yes, allegedly no gay man has been in office.
Thank you, Matt. We needed that clarification.
No out gay man has been in office.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, no publicly out one.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I got a text message.
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare I? But no, I could just imagine with the whole, this young Mexican president who's also single and in the public eye. I just really, really want somebody to play like the overbearing Mexican mother who's like always making sure you look your best. The one that just doesn't leave you alone.
Yes, agree. Heavy agree. Yes. That's similar to the feeling of what Obama did with making himself feel like more of a man for the people with his brewery and basketball and stuff. Yeah, like if we were in office, like making a sitcom about it, or what?
Next.
Sorry, I can't even continue from that. That's great. Next weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, that is. But that's funny. Way to go, Matt. Coming up with all the clever ideas. This is why you really should guest star on our show.
Yeah.
Because, then we can have that, but we don't have to read it. We can just hear it, and you can say it to the rest of the world. Here's the thing, Matt. My question is, if you're on our stream, who will be watching and providing us with these gold comments? So, you other chatters, step up your game. I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
I'm kidding. Do I need to wear pants? No, I'm not.
Not necessarily. I'm not wearing. Oh, hey!
Nice.
High five.
But anyway, no pants required. In fact, no pants encouraged.
Dude, Danny Trejo would have to be my bodyguard in the show.
Yeah.
100%.
See, oh, that's so funny.
Like, but he would have the same personality as Luther would, in which, he's my bodyguard, but he will speak his mind, and I had to calm him down. Like, I don't know, Danny.
Okay, so I might need help on this actor's name, but I believe it's James Spader. James Spader was in like Blacklist, I think.
Oh yeah.
Like,
he's cool. I like him.
So I've been watching a few of his things lately, and he is a super like intentional actor.
Yeah.
Like very specific. I've noticed more often than anything else that when the camera's on him, they're on this much of him, because he acts so well with his entire face that's all you need to say.
He puts every fiber in there.
Yeah, that's all you need to see. And so, hold on, I want to read Noah's comment. I want a Danny on each side of Pablo, one dressed as an angel and one as a devil. That'd be great. Yeah. So anyway, I would want James Spader as the I guess the political opponent in my sitcom, because I think that would be so fun. I think number one, it would be super fun to work with James Spader, and number two, it would be so amazing to have this heightened character that is the antithesis to mine in something that really is just a sitcom, But it's just so heightened. He usually does dramas and stuff like that. and so having him play like the villain, I suppose, in
Okay.
in a sitcom would be really fun. I think
I like that.
That'd be a blast. So I could definitely see that. And then I would absolutely 100% have to have, like, I don't know what it is. It's probably like a press secretary or something like that. The president's kind of informant, like the one that keeps him on track throughout the day and stuff like that. I think it's a press secretary. I'm not sure. Once again, I've never been the president.
Yeah.
My God, Martin Short for anything, anything at all.
I would have him in anything.
Chief of staff would be great. But for the informant, I would have, I think his name is Adam Scott, the guy from Parks and Rec.
Oh, yeah,
and
he's
Good
cool.
Place. I would totally have him. He would be great. And I want to see him in more, like, political things, because in Parks and Rec, he was great. And it was comedic, but also political. So
no, he played that very well.
Yeah, so
I know I want
my
Alec
star
Baldwin
cast.
in something.
Oh, God.
He needs to be in there as something.
Alec Baldwin could be your political rival. That would be so funny.
Yes.
And, what's his name? I forget.
Like, part of me wants Jeff Goldblum as my VP, but I feel like there needs to be, like, for a VP, I feel like I need some contrast kind of character.
Yeah, first of all, yes, Alec Baldwin as the boss baby, as your political rival.
Oh my God, Alec Baldwin. I would have Alec Baldwin as the VP then, because he's older, drier, strict to the point.
There you go.
And I'm the young, wide-eyed, president.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Yes. I think it would be fun though to have Alec Baldwin and the gentleman whose name always escapes me, but Kronk.
Oh, Patrick Warburton.
That's the one. Those two as president and vice president running against you, but they also so break it down for me here, because it's gonna be a comedy.
Okay.
So it's got to be a comedy. So in front of the press, they're like super serious, and he's like, Alec Baldwin is like super serious, like he is in 30 Rock, and Patrick
Warburton.
Thank you, Warburton is like super serious, like he is in Series of Unfortunate Events, and so it's those two super serious to the press. But then to your face, when in private, they're like frat boys. They're like douchey frat boys.
100%.
Like, I could totally see that. Oh my goodness. So I wanna read this. Jim Carrey for press secretary, like he was in Bruce Almighty. Jim Carrey plays all the reporters in the press room. Oh my goodness. It is kind of funny that you both went for Jim Carrey there at the same time. Like, oh boy. Oh. And if Robin Williams were still alive, man, Robin Williams would just make just put the cherry on top of this sitcom. Oh, that'd be great. Like in any role, as like advisor or Speaker of the House or something like that. That'd be so funny. Oh my goodness, what a cast Robin Williams has got. Yes, true. I mean, just fact.
These shows need to get written.
Yeah,
now I want to watch these.
I don't know why God would be there, but
in a dream sequence, you can get away with so many things in a dream sequence.
Couldn't you just hear moment of silence for Robin Williams?
And we're back.
Thank you. Yes, that was delightful. But can't you just hear Robin Williams going, "Hi there, it's me, God." I'm here with you. Don't worry.
Don't be afraid. Oh, don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. This is just a dream. I could totally hear it. I love it. That just made my heart happy.
Yeah.
I miss him. I truly do. But yeah. What a great sitcom that would be. Nathan Lane as the defense secretary. Oh,
anything that'll make him seem just like stressed and anxious. Just him at the peak.
I desperately want him. So, like, he's really good at having very specific mannerisms, and like him as someone who like constantly is plucking out his eyebrows. That would be hilarious. I would love Nathan Lane plucking out his eyebrows as the defense secretary.
He starts taking gulps of Pepto-Bismol just periodically throughout the episode.
Also, I'm gonna make a comment that's a little political. So for those of you that don't want to hear it, just plug your ears. Don't be afraid to just tune out for just a second. We'll be right back. But if Nathan Lane did a sketch where he was the advisor to Donald Trump during his presidency, that would be absolutely hilarious. That would be so funny. I would die. But yeah, so we're back anyway, and we're headphones on, and we're back. Yes, do rewatch Crazy Ones. For those of you who haven't seen Crazy Ones at all, I think it's still on Netflix.
Is it? At least on your side. I guess.
Yeah, but it is fantastic, and it's great. I caught a glimpse of Noah's comment. I haven't read it yet, but I caught a glimpse.
Sorry. So good.
No, but Crazy Ones is amazing, so definitely check it out. And then what would Nick Cage be in the White House sitcom? What part would he play? Because I agree, he should be in there. Because, I mean, he did save America by stealing the Declaration of Independence. So I feel like...
So he's earned it.
He's earned it. I mean, he once kidnapped the president. He could be like the FBI director.
Yeah.
Because he kidnapped the president, so now he knows how. Like,
yeah.
That...
I still can't believe that was a thing.
That was a great movie. Book of Secrets, National Treasure 2 Book of Secrets was definitely like the exact same movie as National Treasure 1, but
we were still here for
but
it.
good for the exact same reasons. So I love it. Now give me just a moment. You go ahead and speak. I'm going to read Noah's comment.
Okay. So I'm thinking for my vice president, I think I would have to be like a no-nonsense version of Seth MacFarlane.
Okay.
Because watching him on the Orville, just being like the strict guy in command, having to do these calculated decisions and taking his job seriously, kind of thing. Like I could see that in contrast to like this young not as experienced candidate as his running mate.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, that'd be great. I still like the idea of Jason Bateman, but that's just me.
Oh my God, yes, I did say that.
Yeah.
Yes, no, 100% Jason Bateman is my VP.
Which would be, just thinking about, so Jason Bateman I most know from Arrested Development. And so that just brought me to a new revelation of awesome casting would be Will Arnett. Will Arnett as anyone in this series would be great, because Will Arnett is very versatile. Will Arnett played what's the character's name? I forget. Oh, Job. So he played Job in Arrested Development, and he is very out there, I guess is the only way I can describe him. And
he's so heightened, but he does it so well.
And very, very funny. But then he's also the voice of BoJack Horseman in the series by the same name. And
thanks, Wiki.
Anytime. And he is so serious and so not funny and so like tragic in a way. So he's a very versatile actor. I could see him playing a bunch of different parts in this sitcom because he is funny, but he is also very down to earth, and he can be very touching and stuff like that. Michael Cera is the White House intern because he still looks 12, regardless of how old he is.
Noah, the funny thing is, I was just trying to think, who would like an intern be? Who would be a good intern? What's his name? Andy. Abed from Community would be a fun intern.
Yes, I was thinking Andy from Modern Family.
Yeah.
And Yeah, he's
Adam Devine.
Adam Devine, thank you very much. Yes, he'd be great as an intern as well. Let's just have. Oh yeah, the interns can all have their own storyline. That's that's
100%.
great. The interns. So it's Michael Cera as the head.
Yeah, their
intern.
own subplot go.
I see Michael Cera as like the Kenneth part from 30 Rock, like the head intern who's like super peppy but also very stressed.
The go-getter. He's stressed because he's such a people pleaser too.
Exactly. And so that's Michael Cera, and then you've got Abed from Community and Adam Devine, thank you. Rob De Niro is an intern who's getting into politics way too late. Oh my.
Dude, okay, you know what? I feel like I would save that for like after my 4 seasons are done, and you know they're gearing the way up for like another
for a spin-off or something.
Well, just to continue the show.
Yeah.
And of course, try to catch a different demographic. You know, get an older candidate trying to fit into this already established world.
That's so funny. So
I'd save him for the next, for season 5 or something.
So like you get 4 years, and then in the 4th year, they hire Rob De Niro as an intern, and then by some weird circumstance, he ends up getting elected president for the 5th season.
I would be here for that.
I could totally see it. This show writes itself, man. And by writes itself, I mean we and all of the people in the comments have written this show.
So I have a question about yours then. Would it also run that same way, or would it only run 4 seasons? Because we are talking about presidential terms.
Well, number one, it could potentially go on for 8 seasons, just purely because a president can be in office for 8 years.
Oh my God, you're right.
And so you can have a 2-term president, which would be 8 years. And
I like how I gave myself the like. I'm telling myself, yeah, there's no way you're getting a second term.
There's no way you're getting a second term. Man, you screwed up this country way too much. But, Wes, that's true.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, they did bend time, I feel like. But,
I think for, like, our kinds of shows, we can bend the time,
well,
the time frame.
I think dealing with the time in an actual fashion, especially with mine, with the way mine would run, like yours could kind of take place at any time and throughout any time. But I feel like mine would have very, very much of a timeline, especially with the way I would have to grow up with the family.
Especially mockumentary, wise, because they're tracking down all the events that are happening.
Exactly. And so I feel like a big thing in the 4th season would be trying to get reelected. And I feel like an 8-season run of a show is nothing to laugh at. I mean,
oh no,
I think
that's a healthy run, like 6 to 8 seasons.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, right there you go.
6 seasons in a movie.
Oops. But yeah, I think an 8-season run. I think an 8-season run with a strong season finality. Again, I'm really having a hard time with words tonight. It's a tough.
But you got elected. You're fine.
It's a tough time.
Go for it.
Yeah. But with an 8-season run with a strong season finale, or a series finale, I should say, at the end of my term as president would be awesome. I think that would be such a great show. I'm surprised it doesn't exist the way I'm talking about it right now. Like,
let's do it. Let's write these.
Okay, for those of you out there watching who have millions of dollars and want to support us,
that's right. We're talking to you.
and my parents are like, we already do, and I'm like, thanks.
they turn it off.
Yeah, they're not watching anymore. They gave up on us. But yeah, no, I think it really would go well. I think that would be a very good sitcom.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, yeah. So before we, now that we've kind of ended this on a high note, sir, I have 41 cents in my Flex account right now. Hey, that's 40 cents richer than I would be without those 41 cents. So go ahead and send them on over. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, we'll only get like what, 3 cents out of that? No, less than that.
I'm sure somebody takes a percentage. But anyway, before we start to wrap things up, I'd love to answer any outstanding questions if you guys have some. I know we went off on tangents a lot this stream, so if you have any pressing questions on what we would do if we became president.
To close the debate.
Yeah, to close the debate, our final topics for the evening. What do you guys have any questions for us? Anything you'd like us to talk about? If not, we'll just blabber for the next 3 minutes or so.
We'll fizzle out.
We'll fizzle out. Yeah. We'll eventually end, I guess. But yeah, I guess while we're waiting, in case they have any questions, top priority for you as president, on kind of a serious note, top priority, what would yours be? If everyone in the Spy Kids movies had to have a position in the White House, who would be where? Okay, well, yeah, let's do that instead.
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's do that instead of the top priority.
Make it a fun one.
Yeah, make it a fun one.
What do you think?
So he did say in the Spy Kids movies. So we have
movies. Yeah,
so we have all 3, possibly the 4th if you've seen
everyone.
It. Everyone.
Everyone.
Oh boy, and he would have to be the commissioner. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so okay, not the 4th. We're only counting the good 3. Thumbs are Secret Service.
That's you know what? That's the freebie. That's the freebie in the bingo card.
That is the freebie. You win.
Yes.
You've won. I don't know. I know it's only the 2 of us debating right now, but Noah H is a cool name for president. It's been called. Floop for president. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I would love to see, I'm sorry, but I would love to see their dad as the president. Because what a cool president.
Oh my God, yes. That'd be hot, number 1.
Yeah. I would love to see their dad as president. And I would love to see his kind of like SOS rival, Donovan Giggles, I think is his name. I would love to see him as the Secretary of Defense.
Okay. Also, I oh man, no, that's a good one. Okay, so I kind of want to see Floop as the campaign manager.
Yeah, we're pretending George Clooney isn't already the president.
Yeah. He's the janitor.
Yeah. No.
He has like a guest appearance once every season.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. But Floop as like the campaign manager would be great.
I would love to see that.
And then like political advisor, because I'm sure the president so I'm sure it's not just a 1-year thing that an incumbent president gets a political advisor for their campaign to re-elect. I'm sure that's a thing that they have kind of on standby all 4 years they're in the office. Yeah. So Floop in that position would be great. I would love it. Let's talk about four-headed Minion for a moment. Because I want to say, Minion, right?
Tony Shalhoub?
Yeah, Tony Shalhoub.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
I almost thought of him as the campaign manager just to see a different light of it, but no, I went with Floop.
Yeah, Floop is the campaign manager for sure. Let's talk about Tony Shalhoub, and let's pose the question to chat. Is this pre or post
change?
Yeah, change. Yeah, because that's the real question. Because four-headed...
That'll determine the role of him in the story.
Yeah, and also I do want to comment on Steve Buscemi. And okay, so post-change. We'll go with post-change on
all right,
Minion.
Perfect.
But Steve Buscemi as head of the CDC or some environmental position, either way would be correct.
I want it.
That sort of cabinet position, agreed. And yeah, Streamlabs, we get it. We're not being political anymore. We're talking Spy Kids. But yeah. So Minion post change. Let's talk about.
Okay.
That. So first of all, it would have to be someone we would be comfortable with, either having four heads in the public eye and being comfortable with that.
Balls to the wall. I was gonna make him VP.
Oh my goodness. So
Because how much more media coverage can you get
that's
other than the president?
that's true. Yeah, there's no chance.
Just imagine that in a stamp. Like,
right? Exactly. Each head speaks a different language. Yes. Oh, that's perfect.
he's what helped pull all the different boats in.
We're not being. Thank you, Matt, for adding that 49th quote. We're not being political anymore. We're talking Spy Kids. I love it.
I think the title should be "If I Were President," parentheses, but really Spy Kids.
but really Spy Kids. But in reality. But yeah. So definitely. I've giggled a few times. A chortle here and there. Anyway. So yeah, Minion. I could see Minion as either the VP because, that'd be great. Plus, very big contrast to the father, whose name escapes me. What is his name?
Gregorio.
Ah, that's right. Thank you. Yes. Speaking of which, would the mother be first lady then?
Yes, but alternatively, if you were to switch Tony Shalhoub for a different character, she would have to be the VP. Because who else is gonna give him more sass?
No, you're right. You're right.
Than his VP.
Absolutely. Now, in a world where the kids could be politicians, just based on character type, who would they be? Because we have to put them in. We
Carmen would have to be in the Department of Defense.
Yeah.
I think she would have to be in somewhere in the Department of Defense.
Yeah.
Junie, I feel like Junie would be more behind the scenes. Like.
Well,
I feel like Junie would have to be somewhere in
the press director.
Yeah, Junie would be the press director.
Yeah, the person who always announces the president and who, yeah, totally. I could totally see that as Junie.
Him going like, I have to present my dad kind of thing.
Exactly. If they can be spies, they can be politicians.
Who's to say it's not the same thing? Come on.
It's basically the same thing. Also, I want to get Gary and Gertie Giggles in there just purely because
reporters.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yes. The head of CNN and
they try to make tabloids out of them.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I would totally watch this. Oh god.
Right? The more I say, the more I want to watch it.
Yeah, right? Can we go back in time and do it, please?
Fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah. I would appreciate that so much.
I mean, we can de-age them in post. It's all good.
Who else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing someone else. Well, obviously, I feel like we have to give Sylvester Stallone's character a part. And Elijah Wood for cybersecurity. That's a terrible idea. He blew up 30 seconds into the movie.
Amelia Montalban will have to be. I want to see him as the president's father.
Who's that? Oh,
Grandpa.
Yeah, Grandpa. I got you. It took me a minute. And
or someone else that can pass wisdom to him.
Also, we have to get Uncle Felix and Machete.
Oh my god, Uncle Felix.
You know Uncle Felix and Machete.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Machete.
Oh yes, Ricardo. Yes.
That's right. So I know we had Carmen as the Secretary of Defense. You are so good with actors.
I didn't get Ricardo right.
Yeah. Well, we get there eventually. Chat helps a lot. I appreciate it.
But it's a Spanish name. I should have known
Chat
that.
just has. I'm fairly sure Chat just has Google up for when we fail. Because to be honest, that's what I would do if I were Chat. But yeah, So Carmen definitely has to be Secretary of Defense or something like that.
Yeah.
And I know we had someone, I can't remember who it was. Oh, maybe this was talking about actors before.
Sorry, Matt went, I have big bitch.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry for you. But also, Bing probably isn't tracking your every move, so that's probably a good thing.
Good on you. Good on you.
Yeah, good on you for staying off the grid at least a little bit. But I think Machete would have to be the head of the Secret Service for you.
Okay. Yeah.
You're like, so like I forget their code names, but like, you know how the president is like the eagle or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He would be the next one down in the code names. He would be the very next person that reports to all of the Secret Service and everything like that. Yeah, that's definitely Machete. Plus, he provides everyone with all of the gadgets, so it just makes sense. But yeah, you know. Yeah.
So that leaves Uncle Felix then.
Uncle Felix.
That just leaves Uncle Felix.
Is that Cheech?
That's Cheech.
Yeah, it's Cheech. Oh, God.
I love Cheech.
You know, Cheech, to be honest, they downplay Cheech's Cheechness, I guess, so much in the Spy Kids movie that sometimes I don't even...
You'd swear it's a kid's movie.
Yeah, I don't even recognize the fact that it's Cheech. But anyway, so yeah, he would have to be someone.
Oh, man.
He's running against you. He's in the Green Party.
Oh, no, I was going to say like... We already picked a PR manager, right?
Well, press secretary.
Well,
is
like press
Joni.
Secretary.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You like our limited knowledge about the staff of the White House? I do.
Yeah, I love my very limited knowledge on this.
I only know what I've seen in movies, and you know.
Cheech can be like, okay, can Cheech be like a chauffeur or pilot for the the president?
Yes, like the Air Force One pilot. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I would love that so much. So there you go, folks. Spy Kids White House edition.
Yeah, Spy Kids running the country. That is our take.
Is there anyone in particular that you would love to hear about that we totally blanked? Because like I feel like we covered all of the at least main characters.
Yeah, I think so.
We didn't cover the grandmother, but I'm not really familiar with her, to be honest. I mean, I don't know much about her.
Who did play the grandmother? I can't remember.
Well, I'm glad your life is complete, Matt. Thank you so much. But would you stick around for us for other episodes? I would appreciate that.
Yes, I would too.
Don't call it quits or anything. Yeah, F those kids in the game. Nobody cares about them. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I was thinking about adding what's her face, the evil one from
the third one?
From the third one, yeah. Demetra, I think is her name.
Demetra.
That's what it was. That's right.
Demetra.
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking about adding her, but I don't know. I don't really know a spot. Like I can't think of anything for her. So
make her an intern.
Yeah, she's an intern.
Like an intern who's overqualified. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, I feel that.
I'm just like, throw her a bone.
Someone throw her a bone. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I definitely like that. That's a great little wrap up to our episode.
That's right, Mr. Herman. I had a great conversation today. Dr. Herman. I'm very sorry.
And Senator Garcia. What a lovely and positive debate that we've had this evening. And thanks so much. And for those of you out there who have been watching this whole time, why? No, I'm just kidding.
But God bless you.
Yes, but God bless you. And thank you so much for tuning in this stream. We really appreciate. Stelfson, thank you for the follow. And thanks for all of those who participated in chat. We really appreciate it. And we hope you had as much fun as we did tonight. Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do. But thanks, guys, so much. We really do appreciate you hanging out with us for this time. We're going to wrap things up, and I'm going to see if there are any channels to raid. Once again, this is a new thing that I'm doing, so I'm very dark all of a sudden. But I am going to go ahead and...
Look like Slender Man.
I'm going to go ahead and start that raid, so you guys...
Terrifying.
Yeah, feel free to hop on to Micro Miniaside's channel. He's one of my coworkers, and he's a streamer as well. I don't exactly know what he's streaming right now, but if you choose not to, that's fun. But anyway, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. We appreciate it, and have a great rest of your evening.
Our fellow Americans.
Yeah.